Hello everyone and welcome back to WolfQuest, where we are here with the Wayfinders pack, Aden and Raven and their pups. And we're about to start a brand new year, so we are back here at the Sandy Stump Den, hopefully the third time's the charm. The previous 2 full years that we've been here, it has flooded on us, and if that happens again, I think Aden might seriously consider moving. But he really likes this den, he really likes this territory. This open meadow here has been our home for quite some time, and so I think he's gonna give it another go if he possibly can. And look at how big the pack is, by the way. We have a lot of wolves. I imagine some of them will be dispersing eventually, but this might be kind of a wild run. But let's go ahead. We will enter the den. They won't even let us into the den. We'll claim this den. I like it better than the other den because that one we've had some bad incidences with the eagles, even though this one is an open den as well. This one's been a little bit better. We'll call it Sandy Stump, as we typically do. And here we go. Of course, before we have our pups, it is time to choose our age perks, and oh boy, Aden's getting a bit older. He's going to be age 6. He's not actually that far off from being an elder wolf. We lost the ability to take a speed perk the last time, and this year it looks like we're going to be losing his strength perk too. I know knowing knows is quite nice, especially with the carcasses, and so is Elder Authority, although I think this is maybe less useful now, because I think it says they may still emerge from the den or tall grass. That does not necessarily rule it out completely. I believe it did before Saga, but I am curious about Good Memory. A lot of you guys have been telling me that this one is actually better than it used to be, so I think what we're actually going to do is we'll go ahead, we'll choose Health, we'll choose Stamina, and we'll choose Good Memory, because if we look ahead to, we will always have Knowing Knows and Elder Authority available to us from here on out. It's not really going to change, but we will not always have we will not always have health and stamina, so I think we may want to stick with those for the time that we do have them. Let's go ahead though and advance to age 6. Oh, it's so bittersweet seeing everybody growing up. These are our first ever WolfQuest AE wolves, and it's been a real journey seeing them here in the Saga. And it looks like we have once again had 5 pups. That seems to be pretty typical here. Only 1 male once again. And let's go ahead and meet them. Raven has left the den. It looks like there's a lot of big siblings waiting to meet the new young ones. And let's see what they look like. So we have, it looks like 45F is the first one out of the den. Oh, she's so cute. Hello, little one. Oh, Meadow and Cascade are lingering. By the way, these guys are now subordinates. So Seneca is our only 3-year-old subordinate. The other 2 dispersed. We'll actually check on them in a little bit. But Kenai, Cascade, Meadow, and Huckleberry are now age 2. And Merida, Coda, and Mulberry are our yearlings. So let's also really quickly check our known wolves. It looks like, okay, I was wondering about that. So, as some of you guys pointed out, Glitch is living up to his name once again. He has stayed at age 2 since we have met him. He's the only wolf who appears to be doing so. It looks like Blackberry and Aretha also aged up to age 3. And our one that we know from Painted Rocks aged up to age 5. This one I assume did not because she has previously died. Oh goodness, I don't know what it is about Glitch, but he seems like one heck of a special wolf. Back to our own pups, though. It looks like 2444M. The numbers are a little hard to read, or a little hard to say, rather, is here as well. He looks to be a gray pup, I think. We have, I think 45 is also gray, most likely. 43... little hard to tell. She's very cute, though. Hello, little ones. Oh my goodness, all of the regurgitant. Everyone is like, here, little siblings, let me shower you with gifts and food. And 41 is here. She actually looks pretty similar to 43 there. Maybe almost twins. Well, I mean, I guess technically, yeah, that's pretty normal, but although it does look like 43 is very likely a runt. So that's good to know as well. Maybe not identical twins. Oh my gosh, the entire pack. Cascade, you're gonna get the food all dirty. Oh, and here is 42. Looks to be great. I think maybe 41, 43, and 45 might not be, but I'm pretty sure that 44 and 42 are gray pups, that is. But we've got a whole pack to feed now. We'd probably best rally our pack mates and see if we can go rustle up some food. Whoa, this is different. Okay. It looks like we can actually see our scent posts now too. I forgot already that we chose good memory. You can kind of see how I was trying to lay out our scent posts though, with a lot of them being kind of grouped together. So that's kind of my strategy, as it makes it easier to loop around the border here. But we had some hexes left over that need marking, so I think we may as well go and do that and make sure that we get those cleaned up from where they were left over from young hunters. It also does look, oh, right, okay. So Coyote Creek and Buffalo Plateau both had pups this year, but because we killed the leader of Carpenter Lake, it looks like they did not, most likely, so that's important information as well. Oh, here's where we left the glow stick. I'm not sure, oh boy, can we even get it now? Okay, I think we can. If we find elk, we're gonna want to put this back, but I have not seen any for a bit, so perhaps we can make it back to the den and then investigate in a different area. I would like to hunt today. I don't want to leave everyone to go hungry, but as of right now, I guess technically right now everybody's still doing pretty dang good on food, so we probably could spend the night without eating, but oh, there's an elk herd. Okay, we might have one that's nearby. Okay. I still think it's a good idea to hunt while we have the chance, because we want to minimize the risk of everybody getting very hungry. But it seems like... Oh, there they are. Okay. There's also a scent coming from this way, but that might be their trail. Where are we, relative? Okay, we're a little ways away. I might see if I can find either a closer herd or come back, because these guys are also by the annoying boulder field. That is the one bad thing about where we put our territory. The annoying boulder field is constantly in the way. Oh no. Already? That's not good. That's not a runt, I don't think, no. Wow, an illness on the first day is not encouraging. I think we still have it turned off, at least lethal illness, but hoo boy, that could be bad. Well, in some ways it's bad, in some ways it's better, because hopefully she'll recover before the predators find this den. Well, if this ain't our lucky day, we found a carcass. Alright, that actually works out a lot better for us than having to go on a full hunt. Although it looks like a lot of our pack mates did not come with us. This is a very full carcass. Holy cow. Let's mark it. And then we probably ought to call the rest of our pack mates to it as well. It looks like Mulberry and Kenai are handling the coyote situation. We want to make sure that everybody comes to eat, though, just so we can make the most of it. If you guys don't knock it off, you are going to die. If one of them nips at me, I am ending him. Well, that bison carcass was a fortunate find. This'll help us keep the pups fed for quite a while, I think. That said, 45F isn't feeling too well. We should probably spend some time with her before bed. It's honestly hilarious to me how much the pack loves the glow stick. I've seen so many wolves go and grab it. I saw Mulberry with it earlier. I think Kenai might have had it at one point. Coda had it at one point. Merida has it now. Everybody just apparently loves this glow stick, and I think that that's very, very funny. Another day is here, and while we had enough food to feed the pups, I think we probably ought to gather up some of our pack mates here and actually head out, because as you can see, the territory border is starting to decay, and I have a feeling that Carpenter Lake not being kept busy with pups this year is probably going to have something to say about that. We've been spending a little bit of time with a 45F, enough to hopefully keep her health from dropping too rapidly, but I think her best chance for recovery is just going to be to wait it out. Again, sickness will not be lethal on its own, but the main hazard is that we have to worry about predators or starvation finishing the job, and with how weak and sickly the pups can get when they're feeling ill, that's definitely a threat we need to be concerned about. It's definitely a blessing and a curse to have it happen this early on, because hopefully she will recover before any predators show up, but that's not a guarantee, and we need to stay on our toes just in case they do. Let's head back to our bison carcass. Hopefully it hasn't been claimed, and then we should be able to go and mark. No! Oh, gosh dang you. There's enough on this carcass that I think it's worth fighting for. If you stick your snout in there again, I'm biting ya. We gotta be careful, though, because we do not... Oh my goodness, Merida's running right up to him. You know what? I suppose that I can't even say that that's unexpected here. Get out of here. Whoa! We're gonna get bitten if we're not careful, or smacked. We have enough wolves to probably chase him off. He is being bitten relentlessly. Holy smokes. See, I've been running away from bears because I'm used to how scary they are, but to be honest, we are kind of bullying this man. Get out of there. All right. This carcass is worth fighting for. That's going to feed probably most of us for the day. But, yeah, I've been avoiding bears because oftentimes it's not worth picking the fight, but with a carcass this size, it definitely is going to be. And we've made it back thus far uneventfully, although I did hear Carpenter Lake howling in the distance. I don't know if they've actually found another pack leader or not. I don't think we've seen. The only one we know of is 1422, but as far as we're aware, we haven't seen another. But I haven't actually encountered a lot of the dispersals. I don't really know where they are, and I haven't seen any of the pups who dispersed from our pack either. We haven't seen Aretha or Blackberry. They still show up on known wolves, so I assume, as far as we're aware, they're doing all right. But it would be nice to see them again. I don't know what they're going to end up doing, if they're going to leave or even come back. I suppose time will tell. In any case, let's spend a little time with 45F before we rest here. Hopefully that will give her the encouragement she needs to be able to recover. Look at 41F has the glow stick. Oh my goodness. That has just been such a hit amongst the pack mates. I'm so glad that I ended up bringing it back. That's hilarious. Oh, thank goodness. Now that's encouraging to hear. It looks like she's recovered most of her health overnight as well, so hopefully we're out of the woods now, and it looks like, unless something shows up now, the predators still have not found us, which would definitely be for the best. And a new day dawns. How is our pack doing? It looks like 45F is recovered, thankfully. And the pups are growing quickly. Our littlest is at 6.4 pounds. Now, I do want to check on known wolves again. I don't see too many changes to the status quo, so it seems like we're all right, but it also seems like our pack mates are pretty keen for us to head out and do some hunting. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. We've got trouble, I think. Go in the den. Now. Okay, that's a bald eagle. I thought for a moment that we might have a real danger, but I think we're actually okay. Doesn't hurt to have the pups in the den for a little bit, but I think we're okay. Now, it looks like there's actually still a little bit of food left on our bison carcass. I'm not sure how much. Oh, there's just like a single mouthful. All right, let's eat that and then get away before the actual bison that are still alive notice us. I see there's some down there. Alright, looks like we will have to hunt for our own food again after all. Hey, wait a second! Wait a second! I was just talking about how I didn't know what happened to the pups. I think this is Blackberry. It says Wayfinders, it says male dispersal wolves from the Wayfinders. Is this Blackberry? It looks like his scent is coming from across the river. It's very flooded right now, so this is kind of a treacherous passing. But... oh boy, and I smell Carpenter Lake wolves too. Yeah, his scent goes on over here. Even if it leads into Carpenter Lake territory, I think we're going... oh! There's also a carcass here. I wonder if that's what drew him here. His scent does seem to be getting stronger. This looks like his trail. He crossed this way, looks like about an hour, 2 hours ago. We're definitely gonna follow it. I want to see if he's still around. Oh, there is a carcass here. Well, you know what? Don't mind if I do. We may as well feed while we're on our way. We're not far out now, though we are coming up on the end of our territory. It is Blackberry! Hey, buddy, how you doing? Oh, he's here. Look at his little wagging tail. I brought a meat chunk in case he wanted it, but he might already be full. Yeah, well, oh, Raven's eating it, okay. Look at you. Oh, the yawn. Hey, man, how's it going? Oh, I love that you can reunite with your pups like this. That's so cute. It seems like he's doing all right for himself out here. That's encouraging to see, and he must have already eaten from that carcass earlier if he wasn't hungry. Oh, I'm so glad that we get to visit him again. That's just really cool to see that he's still around. Is this still his trail too? Yeah, this must still be his trail. I was just wondering if Aretha's around here too, but I don't know if he would have seen her or not. Oh, I'm so glad that they aren't hostile. That would be so sad if they were. Now, we will have to head back, but because apparently we left the pups entirely alone. I didn't actually realize that. I don't think he'll probably come back with us to visit. But it's so neat that you can still run into him out here in the wilds and see that they're doing okay. He looks like he's doing all right. He looks like he's happy out here. Oh, Keen Eye's saying hello too. I bet the younger pups all have fond memories of him. He's been a very, very good big brother to them. Huckleberry's just digging a hole down the slope. Well, I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad you're well. It is very, very good to see you again. But I think we need to head back and make sure that your littler siblings, who you haven't even met yet, are all right. We did leave them unattended and the affinity is dropping, so we do not want them to run out into the open. And it looks like he's got places he wants to be as well. I hope he knows that he can hang around the edges of our territory if he wants to. We are not gonna drive him off, although there are apparently wolverines around here. This is good. That does my heart some good to know that he's still hanging around here and hopefully not getting tangled up with Carpenter Lake. That would be bad. That would be not a good situation if he was. I have a feeling they would probably hold their grudge against him. But I'm glad we finally found him. Oh, Coda, it's okay. Coda often kind of lags behind, I've noticed. But yeah, it's so fun that you can actually find him. I'm so glad we finally did, because I've been wondering where everybody went. We don't see dispersals in our territory all that often, so I think that they just have other places that they prefer to hang out on the map. But all things considered, it's good to see a familiar face. Well, we've made it back to the pups again with food and stories of their older brother safe and well. Not that they know who he is, but hey, you know, maybe if he sticks around a little later in the year, they'll get the chance to meet him. I think he'd like that. I think he'd like to meet his little siblings. I'm not sure where his story will take him from here. We'll have to see if he sticks around or if we find him again out there. But for now, I think it's done Aiden's heart some good to know that that his eldest son is all right out there. But I think that with that, it has gotten to be about that time again, so we'll go ahead and leave this episode off here for now with our massive, massive pack. This is a lot of wolves, actually. This is a whole lot of wolves. We are going to have a huge pack come young hunters if some of them don't end up dispersing. As fun as that would be, it is absolute chaos as well, so we'll have to see what they end up doing. But for now, we'll go ahead, we'll leave this episode off here for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay. Over and out.